We are ready to wrap up the week. The weekend is here, and I know that if you are a follower of Showbiz Daily, then definitely I want to say sorry for yesterday's absence. Yes, issues happened, and because of that, we could not come your way, but we are back. Full squad, and we are here with full energy. So your weekend is still going to be special. Whatever you missed, we're going to give you a double dosage. My name is Sammy Flex. Welcome to Showbiz Daily. Here in the studio, usual suspects. Roland Amate, Monday to Friday, he's here. And Tim Dodu Solomon, Monday to Friday, he's here. And of course, we have to do it for the work of the Lord and for ourselves as well. And for Mother Ghana to make sure the industry is also growing. The other day, someone said, "Oh, we do it for the love of the industry." You are not doing it for the love of the, you are doing it for yourself first. Yourself first. Let me also say big ups to Theophilus as well as Vigilance for putting the content together for you to enjoy it the way you have been enjoyed. Now, in wrapping up, some top stories have been compiled for our conversation, and I want you to be a part of it as well. Now, story number one will be coming from Nigeria, Omo Niger, and Yul Edochie. Is that how you pronounce it, the other, or Yul? Yeah. Is it Yul or Yul? Yul, okay. Yul Edochie happens to be the son of Peter Edochie. And as it stands now, he is becoming popular for so many reasons. Some marital issues, turning into a man of God, and his constant post on social media. In fact, now he's become very vocal, especially online. Everything, he'll be a part of it, and I'm enjoying him for some time now. Now, in recent posts or comments, he's talking about Peter and Paul saga. That is P-Square saga. And he has put out an advice. As much as everybody seems, oh, they are brothers, they should stop, they should come together, Yul Edochie seems to be thinking otherwise. He thinks that, no, whatever you guys are saying is what you guys think is right. But he has an unpopular opinion. And his unpopular opinion is what I'm about to read to you guys. He says, I see people say, rude boy, go and make peace with your brother. Mr. P, go and make peace with your brother. I just laugh. Many people still don't understand what life is about. Sometimes real peace comes from staying apart. Sometimes even some family members have to be blocked to achieve peace. And he goes ahead to say that sometimes you just have to relate with people from a distance to have peace. Trying to be close will kill you. Life is short, especially for men. Now listen to you, Edochie, again. Everybody says, oh, P-Square, oh, stop fighting, oh, come home, come and eat Eba and Edochie. Everybody is calling them, but he alone thinks otherwise. He says, I see people say, rude boy, go and make peace with your brother. Mr. P, go and make peace with your brother. I just laugh. Many people still don't understand what life is about. Sometimes real peace comes from staying apart. Sometimes even some family members have to be blocked to achieve peace. Sometimes you just have to relate with people from a distance to have peace. Trying to be close will kill you. Life is short, and especially men. Oh, men, why? Men, why? So, well, this is an unpopular opinion, I'm sure. And I don't know what you also think about Yul Edochie's advice to the situation of Peter and Paul. Yeah. Peter and Paul will be one, no be two.
Yeah, I think when you are looking for solutions, you should look at all possible outcomes, and then you pick the one that you think is the best. Okay. So what Yul Edochie or Junior Edochie is saying is valid. I agree to some extent. He's also, for me, when people say that we want to bring them together and they are only focusing on only the twins, the twin brothers, I feel like, no, you have not started your peace journey or whatever that you want to do. Okay. Because what is happening based on the information coming from both of them, the problem goes beyond both. There are other parties or other factors that
who are playing some games within.
Yes, exactly. So you can't just say that they should come together and the problem solved. No. So I understand where Edochie is coming from.
Okay.
Yes, what he's saying is true, and there's a great popular philosopher and economist who has said that we don't have a solution but trade-offs. Sometimes you have to trade off something to get
the solution you are looking for.
So you can't get that fixed solution that okay, this is it. If you do this, we are done. No, if you do whatever you want to do, it will also affect other things. So you do a trade-off of that thing for the solution or the piece that you are looking for. So you can include also staying apart, like he's saying. If we agree that okay, when we come together, there's a problem. So let's agree to stay apart. It's also a solution. So if they are not staying together, it may be the solution for now, or a solution that is better than them coming together. Because maybe if they come together again, the friction will also
come up again.
Yes, exactly. And since it's not only between two of them, it is difficult to solve it.
Okay.
So I think what he's saying is true. We have to see the other side of things, and we shouldn't push so much. You see, I've seen somebody commenting under every year Wooter's post saying that go together as group. When you separated, we can't hear of you. And then he started mentioning the hate song that
they both made. Yes.
And then the hate song that FEA has also done with that being part of the group. So he was trying to tell the guys, oh my God, just stop living in the past. Now we are at different level and let's focus, kind of message that he was giving to the guy. So for me, I think the solution should include what Edochie is saying. It shouldn't just be, oh, go back together, just be, he's your brother. So come together, don't separate and all that. No, it goes beyond both of them. So anyone seeking for solution should also be looking at their wives, the other brother, the brother's wife, because the brother's wife keeps featuring in a lot of the issues.
True.
So you can't just say that they should come back together and problem solved. No, it won't happen like that. So for this one, I agree with Edochie that we should look at the other side, not just them reuniting, because sometimes if they go their separate way, it will be better than them coming back together. So I agree with you.
Well, this is how Chemo has started the conversation, and just as this is also trending in Nigeria, we have an opinion to share on it. Do you also agree that staying apart at this time would help the brothers? And what does it mean? Can they still stay apart to do the music? Or when they stay apart, it means the music side is also dead and buried and gone? Roland takes over from there. Ro, Edochie's advice.
I totally agree with him.
Okay.
And I like the fact that he added life to it. You know, life comes with so many challenges and so many uncertainties. Like you always say, nobody has got it figured out. Nobody.
You can't.
So everybody is trying to do one thing or the other just to make sure they are okay. And in life, there are so many things you wouldn't understand or you may never understand. And that is what life presents. What somebody may face may be different from what you would probably face. Even in the same circumstance, both of you can react differently. So me, I understand where he's coming from, and in fact, I agree with him. The people that are saying, oh, they should go, see, left to the two people, do you know that as it stands, the two people are okay? Left to
being apart.
Yes, they are okay. They are okay, even in their angry mood. They talk. Even in their angry mood, they are still communicating. When Rude Boy was granting interviews and was responding to some of these things, he was talking directly to Peter. When Peter also came to write his letters, he directed it straight to Paul. So left to the two of them, even in their angry mood, they still find a way to communicate. Listen to Peter's story. Peter was like, me, I don't have any, even if I have something against my brother, when I was writing the petition, I was very clear. I gave a standing order that they should exclude my brother from it. So he's not saying, oh, maybe his brother has not wronged him. He acknowledged the fact that they are not even in good terms. But when it comes to the bond between them and their understanding, they can go beyond whatever is happening and they will still be okay, whether close or afar.
Yeah.
And when you listen to Rude Boy too, when Rude Boy was also giving his account, he was like, yes, me, I was shocked when I heard my brother had reported me to the EFCC. So left to them alone, they have ways of talking to each other, whether in fire or in water. They have ways of talking to each other. Now, the problem goes, because the problem goes beyond them, it is one of the reasons why sometimes it is good. And you see that advice, there are certain things people will come and say, oh, blood is thicker than water, and our blood is one white than water. Yes, we understand.
Yes, we understand.
Yes, we understand. But if you also understand life, and you have some level of experience in life, you also understand that it is not all blood that is thicker than water.
Yeah.
Sometimes you prefer to drain some of your blood and go and take water, drink and fill it. Sometimes you prefer to do that. That is why even the Bible said that if your right hand can even prevent you from going to heaven, cut it.
Hammer it out.
Cut it. It knows, like the Bible knows, it is an essential part of you. You will need it. But then, if it is going to prevent you from having your peace, if it is going to prevent you from achieving what you have to achieve, trade it off. Trade it off. Else, you might keep the hand and your life may be shortened. It is no different from what Edochie is saying.
Fact.
You may keep it, say that, oh, it is an essential part of me. But which one would you choose? The essential part of you that will cut your life short, that may not give you peace, or you trading it off for your peace and longevity. Which one would you choose? And if you indeed love yourself, it is as simple as that. Sometimes, I said yesterday that sometimes, in order for you to achieve certain things, you have to be selfish. You have to be. You have to selfishly guard certain things around you. And it includes your peace. Peace is one of the things that must be guarded selfishly, because you can't trade your peace for anything. If you don't have peace, there's no way you can even help the next man. So yes, the people that are saying, oh, they should come together, they should do this, they should do that, they should do this, it has nothing to do with the two of them. In fact, yes, they play important role in the conversation, but it is more to do with external
the issues,
yes, external issues than what is going on between them. It has more to do with external influences than what is going on between them. So yes, if you have some level of experience, or even family members have shown you pepper before, some family that you call blood have shown you pepper before, you see, you can even go to anywhere, go to even the marketplace, call a random person and make that person family than even the one that you are related by blood with. So me, I understand him perfectly and I agree with him.
Well, talking about family showing you pepper, there is a piece that I would want to refer to, and this piece is really similar to one that we dealt with here in Ghana not too long ago. And here we're going to America, where gospel musician Kirk Franklin is in the news for the first time, speaking about why he has not spoken to his mom, or he's not dealt with the mom. He's not seen her for over 23 years. He says he's never talked about it. For the first time, he decided to talk about it. And I know in our country, not long ago, we also had a similar instance. Where in my house, we also had Shatta and mom also going back and forth. Okay, Shatta did not go back. It was the mom and a certain cousin who was on social media, or who were on social media, also going back and forth. Now, because these two are celebrities and their stories in line, I want us to listen to the story of Kirk Franklin. Then when we come back, we ask that when some of these things happen, we those who are observing and watching, how should we judge it? Because I know in the Shatta case, many judged it against him. In fact, he lost. But in Kirk Franklin's case, Chemo was telling me, oh, he won't lose. He won't lose because he's in America. Over there, this type of cases, you will not lose. But here in Ghana, we know the results. Let's listen to what he said, and I'll come back.
For the first time ever, I'm going to tell the story. This is why I stopped talking to my biological mother. 32 years old, my sister gets out of prison, and I'm the only one trying to help her. Where's she gonna stay? What's she gonna do? And my sister was still struggling with drugs and her body and use. And it was more than a 32-year-old boy could handle.
Correct.
And we needed to do an intervention to help Sawana. Because again, this is not my daughter. Sawana's not my daughter. She's my sister. Sawana has a real mama living. And so we met up all together, but my biological mother, she showed up with her new husband. So we're trying to do this intervention. And the way that it was going okay. So as this intervention ended, we all three hugged, because mind you, we hadn't been around each other in years. When we started hugging, one of them said, "This is so beautiful. This is the way family should be. This is the way y'all need to be doing. Y'all need to be." And then I said, "Hey guys, this is not about us. This is about Sawana." After I said that, Deborah's new husband in the corner, he yells, "What you need to do is call your mama sometime." I said, "Sir, I don't know who you are, but she's the mother, I'm the child." He says, "Yeah, but you call yourself a Christian." My boy. And it got heated, and my mother did something that crushed my heart. She grabbed his hand and said, "Come on, baby, let's go." And she walked out of the house on her two kids. And she stood by the side of this Nigga.
Nigga.
I can't say it because somebody always says something when I say it.
I will.
They said I walked out and followed them on the porch, and I yelled at my mama, "That's right. Go ahead and walk out like you always do." And the fact that she took that man's hand and she did not say to him, "Baby, you stay over there. This is between me and my kids." Kids that I know I did not raise. Kids that I know I did not nurture. Kids that I know I did not protect. Kids that I know that I did not provide for. Kids that I know that I did not defend. Kids that I did not love. Kids that did not have their mama. You stand over there and let me deal with my kids. She did not deal with her kids. She took that
Nigga.
man's side and walked out with him. And I promised myself. Now, see, I couldn't protect myself as a little boy, but as a grown man, I will never be put in a position where you will ever be able to do me like that again. And so for 23 years, I did not see or speak to my biological mother.
You heard the end tune, and I'm here asking myself, okay, some of us who use premium service, this is what happens. Even if you close it, it plays. Roland doesn't use premium, so he wouldn't know what I'm talking about. Premium users only. Even if you close the app, it is still playing at the background for you to do other things on your phone. Roland, get a premium and enjoy better service. Well, so that was it. And I know I have not seen this in the news being discussed from America like we heard Shatta's story. Earlier, Chemo told me over there it won't be an issue. And like the new husband said, you are a Christian and you are not talking to your mom for 23 years and all that. How are we going to relate this to Shatta's story? And again, with the kind of judgment that we received here in Ghana. Let's have a conversation. Ro.
Madam, for being a kind of said, baby, I feel so calm. Of course, where you from and the kind of upbringing and mentality that you have also contributes to how some people would want to hold you responsible, whether you are or not, to certain things.
Okay.
And it is the reason why, even though these are similar cases, they have different reactions. Because unfortunately, one is seen as a devil, quote and unquote, of which, even because of confirmation bias and optimism bias, and one bias, the moment you say something about that person, whether it is true or not, there is an already preconceived mindset of the fact that obey to me. So the person is actually convicted before proven guilty. And that is the story. In this sense, even with Kirk Franklin, because of his background, where he's coming from, the society he is involved in and all of that, in fact, for him, even the accusation, the crime impono, it will take some level of convincing. And that level of convincing, one of them is him himself even saying it.
Yeah. Because he said he's never talked about it before.
Before some people would even react and say. I know certain people who will still hear this and they will still not believe it.
Okay.
They will still not believe it. They might say, oh, perhaps he communicates with her, but may not be as people would want to preach it and all of that. It is. You see, it is one of the reasons why sometimes when people are hard on people like Shatta, Wale and all of that, when it comes to family issues, I tell you, Charlie, tone down, relax. Relax, because it is not always as you see it. The story is not always as you see it. Maybe in your family, you have a different upbringing. See, there are some, I remember the first time I visited a friend. So I went to live with one of my friends on those, a friend saying, when school is on vacation and all of that. My mom and
midterms and those things.
Yes, had traveled and I went to, they asked me to go and live with a family friend. The first day I went there, after cooking, when they were dishing out the foods to us, that day, I was surprised. That was the first day in my life. Like,
because in the house, people eat together all the time.
I tell you, it is one bowl. Everybody's hands is going in.
I see.
Except for maybe my dad and mom who would want to eat together. But you would not. For the
children.
You would not. Even my dad and mom, they eat together. You would not find one person eating alone. Then there is a problem. Then there is a problem.
So when you saw it, you were shocked.
I was shocked. I was like, hey.
Mini no.
They were like, hey, say we get it. And I went to Mindy. I was like, oh, I'm okay. But I said, say yes. From where I come from, that is the kind of upbringing I got. Until maybe when I was coming up as a kid, that was how I was brought up. So the first time I experienced something different, I was shocked. So maybe in your family, where you are coming from, there is some level of upbringing that you had, of which to you, even if your mother is killing you, you can still not, you will sacrifice your peace for that killing. No problem. Unfortunately for some people, they are coming from a total different background.
Yeah.
And that background has played a role in who they are today. So don't just expect them. Even if you would want them to change, even if you have an advice for them, don't expect them to cut a life that they've been living for a decade and more. Just at once. It will not happen. You see Kirk Franklin's matter. And everybody would want him to go and reconcile with his mom.
Of course.
The first thing that will come. Oh, I said, you see the first question. You are a Christian.
You are a Christian.
You see, you are a Christian. So go and reconcile with the mother. But then, this is a lifestyle. If, aside whatever the mom did that pained him or whatever happened, he has lived that lifestyle of his mom being away for over 2 decades. And you see, for him to go back, it will feel weird for him than any other thing.
I see.
That's how the feeling is like. That's how the feeling is like. So, aside the fact that we are going to solve a problem, even the fact that he's lived a certain lifestyle of which his mother has never been part of the conversation, is even okay. Like, it's an okay for him to say, I'm not even going back again. That's it. That is on a human, like, the normal level. Now, if you want him to go back, and you see, in solving the issue, some of the people may want to choose the easy way out.
Yeah.
Say what's on your heart, the kind of scar you have when that issue happened. To them, it is none of their problem. Ne cry ne saying, go and make peace. Quick. But the trauma, the experience, the flashbacks that you get, they have no idea. That psychological scar, the breakdown that you had for you or you've had for years, they have no idea. So they think that you just going to reconcile with the person or saying, oh, I've forgiven you, is the only solution. No. Some people, until they talk about the problem, it is not just about, I know this is the problem. Everybody acknowledging their fault and the role they played in that particular problem. Until that is done, even if you go and sit them in front of the Pope and they all confess forgiveness for each other, forget the problem will still exist.
You're right.
It will still happen. It will occur in the future. So me, I will not hold him to it. In fact, the people that are coming, Christians, so go and reconcile your mother. It's a bogus something.
Hey.
Oh yes, it's bogus. You see?
I see.
And you see, this is motherhood we are talking about. Always, I am very particular when it comes to celebration of fathers as well. Some people will be skeptical in celebrating their fathers and say what, and give all the accolades to mothers. But if you've also had some of these experiences, if somebody decides is very skeptical in also celebrating another part of the gender, like say mother, you wouldn't be hard on those people and all of that. So people should understand that as much as they are good mothers, they are also bad mothers in some people's books.
Okay.
And as much as they are bad fathers, they are also good fathers in some people's books. That is just on a general level. But for those people that I will come and tell Kirk Franklin, oh, you're a Christian. If the moment anybody starts that argument, you see, it is better you don't even go and do it.
I see. Interesting times coming up. And of course, I know this is a very emotional topic. I know this is a very sensitive topic. Just when I watched the video, I said, Ghana, this is what we all need to be following. There are exceptional cases. It is not always the way we all want it or the way we all know it. There are exceptional cases. Personally, I was also surprised. Kirk Franklin. Okay, sorry about that. The gospel musician Kirk Franklin. And he's been keeping this. And he's still preaching to us. The anointing is still not gone. Like, hey, now the anointing is still not gone. He's still preaching and performing, and we are still falling down. Hey, I see. Wow, Chamo.
Yeah, this one, as you said earlier, is sensitive. So, and some people get emotional. And will not even want to listen to the logic or
the wisdom in what we are saying.
Whatever that we
I
say.
know, right?
They
will always be around.
Yes, it makes it a bit difficult to tackle some of these things. I mean, as I said earlier, before we even came on air, because of the cultural difference and how we are attached to our families, I don't think King Franklin's issue will have the same impact like the way Shatta Wale's
issue was.
Yes, it's in different environment and how we see things are different. For us, whatever that your mom has done, she's still your mother. In fact, you don't complain. Just do the needful. That's what our people will tell you. But for them, it's not like that. They think that you need to end it some way somehow. Yes, they will recognize you as the mother, but if you are not in their life, if you've been running away from them, as Franklin said, then you have to face the consequences. In this case, the mom walked out of their life as narrated by King Franklin, and this is the second time. So what is the need for him to chase after her?
Okay.
If you are the one who have walked out of their lives for not once but twice, there's no need for him to chase you, even at the point that he's a grown up and taking care of himself. Even when he wasn't, you walked away. So now that he has grown and can take care of himself and even help others.
I remember he said something.
Yeah.
This is what you know doing
Yeah.
walking away.
Yes.
So I'm sure he was referring to when she left the marriage or the house.
Yes, exactly. So for me, the difference will be the cultural difference and how we take families. You see, a lot of our people are outside. They work there and still send money home. I've watched a video. That video is really interesting. A lady, I think she's in her 20s or early 30s, and she was complaining about his father always sending money to home because they are Africans. But for her, she will not be like her father. Her father is always sending money to lazy, in quote, lazy family members,
relatives
in African. I think she didn't specify the African country that she's coming from, but according to her, the lazy family members in Africa
always pestering them for money.
Yes, exactly. And what bothers her the most is that she saw growing up, she saw her father always sending money to Africa. Now that she has grown, the relatives are also asking her for money. And as for her, she will not give anybody.
Oh my God.
I was like, no.
She vexed.
Yes.
I think I saw a publication of that on Quadration Days page also.
Yes, and I was like, come on, you don't understand what's here. So that's why. And in this case, your father has failed. She couldn't instill that family, the
values,
sense of that family values in you. So you coming from that part of the world, that's how
you
they
see
behave. Yes, so exactly. So for King Franklin, he will not face that thing. And again, we should just look at the circumstances and how people deal with issues. That's why we are saying that you don't always have to say that. Just go and reunite or
go and make peace. Yeah.
No, it's not as simple as that. There are more to it than just say go and reconcile with your father or mother or whatever. No, it's not as simple as that. So I understand the issue, and the difference will be the different environment. For us here, you can, as we say, you can't win a case against your elders. Yeah, the younger one will always have to take the blame. So, but elsewhere it's not like that. So, still, if there's a chance for him to do something, I think he may consider. But the thing is, the obligation or the pressure for him to do that is not as high as when you are in Africa, especially in our setting. I bet you if he's a Ghanaian or he was in Ghana and he said this, the internet will be about him. Everybody will be talking about it. Those who will be insulting him will be insulting him. Those who will be begging him to go back and reconcile with the mother will do and all that. But I don't really see people reacting like that from outside. But as Africans, we will see this and we'll go like, nah, it's not done like that. Our system works for us, but we can't just apply it to everybody or anybody at all. So we should just see what is happening and then pick the part that we think is good for ourselves and then leave the other part. For the way our family unit is, I like it the way that we have structured our system. But we shouldn't always be pushing it to everybody because it will not work in everybody's family.
Oh, I think that is the key thing. It is not workable in everybody's family. So if you are lucky, and like Roland said, if you are lucky and you had it like that in your family, don't think it can be like that in everybody's family. It is not. I know some families that the man and the woman, they've not even slept in one room before. They've not. At every point they are in their different rooms. Elsewhere, they are also always together. So don't force your thing on another person. But if you can understand it, then you can accordingly advise. Until then, take your time with your advice. And one advice came to mind right now.
Advice, you know?
Yeah, man. One advice came to mind right now. I say, I mean, with ketchup. You don't know. With ketchup, crackling one. Maybe I have to go and take the cake Franklin. The cake Franklin. Me, my name is Flex. I'm advising you.
Go and take care of
Oh my word. Now let's jump into our very last story for the day. And this is about Amerado and Shatta blessings. As much as I know, when two artists or two talents come together to produce a joint like Blessings for Shatta and Amerado, they can agree that, oh, it is for us. When you mount any platform, you can perform it. When also mount any platform, you can perform it. I'm sure Amerado and Shatta have that agreement. So for the first time, in fact, the opening has been done by Amerado when he performed somewhere in Achim that way over somewhere last night, and the kind of reaction I saw from a song that has been released fully less than about 24 hours. And again, the fact that elsewhere some people have been enjoying the teaser online and the magic. I'm asking my people that Amerado, is he really going to benefit from this? Shatta, is he going to also share all the benefits with Amerado? What are some of the benefits in putting together a joint and both of you getting the benefits thereof? Let me go on to Chemo. Okay, Chemo will start this for me.
Yeah, I mean, it has started.
All right, so whilst we are talking, you can see the performance videos on the screen. In fact, it was huge. People were singing in the crowd back to back.
Yeah, I think the benefit they are already having the benefit already. I think as for Amerado, even associating with somebody that you think they are ahead of you in the music business or entertainment business is good enough for you to enjoy some form of benefit.
Okay.
And obviously Amerado will get it in this case because Shatta fans or Shatta movement members will love Amerado for what he has done with Shatta. So he has even, as for him, the benefit started even before the song came out.
True.
And then after the song too, obviously he's enjoying.
And he's the first person to have performed it.
Exactly. Then look at the crowd. I mean, they are also responding to it. So Amerado, I think he's really enjoying the collaboration that he did with Shatta. I think obviously Shatta will also benefit because this is a hit song, and now everybody is talking about it. In fact, last night I saw Shatta trending on Twitter. Okay. And this morning too, still he was trending. And I mean, this is it. I mean, this is what as a musician, this is what you live for. You want to get to a stage that people will mention your name, talk about your song, and then, in fact, the beautiful part is when you see people reacting to your song in a positive way, like the way that we are looking at the video. I mean, this is good for business, and kudos to them. I think this one, they got it right, and they deserve to enjoy
the benefits
the
thereof.
benefits of their labor. Yeah.
Well, congratulations to Amerado. I know very soon he will also be traveling to abroad, Europe, where he has some performances, and because of the energy the Blessing song is enjoying, same way he'll be giving it to them back to back. Ru, let me ask you, when are you guys also performing yours for the first time? Shatta movement, when are you guys performing yours for the first time?
I think as it stands, the next opportunity that will present itself for performance will be that of Akropong.
Akropong is not a performance
yes,
kind of thing.
But definitely
it will drop.
The fans will call for it. It's just like what happened in Bolga with
I know, yeah.
In fact, Shatta himself was surprised how far that particular song
had gone.
Because on the stage, like he knew the song like had gone viral. So many people have listened to the song, but the reception that came with it when he performed, when that song was dropped in Bolga, was one that he
had to call for it again.
And hardly do you see him call for songs like that. Like one song repeat, and it happened with I Know. So I know that in Ekropon, there's the likelihood that whether he likes it or not, he would have to perform it. For performance rights there, it's very common with collaborations. For performance rights, one of the common agreements between creatives has to do with performance rights. You may not even pay him, or they may tend to take their royalties and all of that, and the intellectual property rights and all of that. But then, as for performance rights there, everybody would want to fight for that, because when the song becomes a hit, Charlie, it is part of my catalog, same as part of your catalog.
Yeah.
And sometimes it is one of the things that give people or certain musicians some huge minutes to perform, or as to their time of performance, because some may not have enough catalog to stay on stage for that long.
Yeah.
But when they do some of these collaborations and they go well, one person, I remember I saw one video of Kapasta. Kapasta, and he was jammed by some students around the Nima side Honum. And the only thing they were requesting for was not even his current song, but the verse he did on Gas Miller's Television. And that was what they requested. And
that's what they wanted to listen to.
They asked him to do the verse.
See.
Just do the rap. So he did the rap for them, and they were very happy. So it is very common with collaboration, especially a huge one like this. Maybe the Amerado one performing in the cranker. And can Hokraben one. Oh yes, and can Hoben one part because Coco na new. Coco na
Aso.
See 30,000 I carry it.
Aje, the handbag. And oh yo, back to 10,000.
On the side so come say
oh yo.
Now this song the dance challenge is Amerado's dance.
I know, right?
Amerado's Amerado man dance. That is what is attached to this. So it's a huge song, and I wouldn't be surprised now until the whole body of work drops. This is currently the leading song, and I am waiting for the next song that will come and overtake Blessing.
Yeah.
And I know, because of me having the privilege to listen to some of the songs on the project, I know that it is going to be a huge competition, even among the songs on the project, because people will have their favorite to the extent that it is going to become a challenge that is going to replicate what happened with the Rain album and the After the Storm album, when Shatta had over 8 songs all becoming hit songs on those albums or those body of work. So I see that particular vision, and I am glad the fans are accepting it that way. The energy is huge, and I would say congratulations to Shatta, Wale, and Amerado.
Now let me ask this in 2 minutes so we can run away from here. Remember, during my days at Plus FM, something happened when a song belonging to Guru was performed by a song belonging to Bullet's former group. What was it called? Rough and Smooth, featuring Guru. And Guru performed the song in Gabon. Written War. The song was for Rough and Smooth, and Guru was a featured artist on the song. That song was also big, and Guru performed it in Gabon, and it turned war.
I know. That I know that story, because the organizers actually contacted Rough and Smooth, and they gave them a certain rate, and they decided, then let's go for Guru, who is also part of the song. So I remember Bullet saying, we begged the guy, don't perform the song. Don't perform the song. In their faces, they are dropping wham. It's an agreement, especially in modern day. In modern day, some of these things are things that shouldn't be so much of an issue. I've seen songs. I've been to events that I've seen musicians come to perform the same song, song.
Burna Boy and Ashake.
And Ashake performed the same, their collaboration, even at Afro
on the same stage.
On the same stage,
it's
when
true.
one was done, the other person came and performed. So now, currently, it is not too much of a problem. It shouldn't be, because definitely there is one that is loved more on the song. I have seen people perform features, and it is like a ghost of themselves. I say, oh no, can you know? And so I perform, you say, hey, Wow. Oh, yeah, sure, so
okay.
Exactly, but the person has every right to perform. For me, I think during those days, Rough and Smooth still had the chance to still perform the song. Besides, it was their song, and they had every right to. In fact, they carried that huge power. So even if Guru was featured on the song, and or whatever role he played on the song, or perform a crowd and our crowd backstage, you still have that power, and that reception is still there. Maybe I think it was business for them than maybe say men to and to. It was more of business because a guru got to there and music can perform kind. So for me, it's not a problem since we've seen people do it in recent times. Obviously, it is not so much of a problem like that.
Well, thank you so much. This is Showbiz Daily, giving you the weekend edition right here on Sammy Flex TV. And I'm saying thank you to you guys for being a part of us. And I'm sorry once again for not appearing on your screens on Thursday evening. We will surely make it up to you some other days to come. Let me say thank you to Intim Dodu Solomon, who has been here throughout the week, our online manager here at Flex Entertainment Limited, and Intim Dosu Digital Solutions boss to take care of your marketing, distribution, monetization, and online management as well. And to Roland Amate, coming from Shatta Movement Empire, Roland Report on YouTube, and RolandReport.com as well. And to the production guys, Theophilus. Today, what's your name? And you are pyro. And of course, to man like Buju Lens for putting this piece together. If you loved it, subscribe to us for more. My name is Sammy Flex. We will surely meet again another day. But also share your opinion on the topics free from insult. I'll see you when I see you. We're out of here. Bye-bye.